Why, good morning, Yeshua blessings. Happy Friday! Yay! It's my favorite day of the week. Fridays rock. And I am Holly Baglio, your hostess with the mostest, broadcasting to you live from Holly Television Mobile Studios. Here in my beautiful garden home state of Nazi, New Jersey. I want my HTV. Thanks for putting up with me yesterday, guys. I'm still on altar. I woke up just a little while ago, so forgive me. You guys know how it is with me. I pretty much roll out of bed and just go at it. I had dreams last night, and the last dream I had in the morning, it did come true, and I'm kicking myself in the ass because I wish I had posted up my dream on Facebook before I left the house. I took my dog out. I ran some errands this morning to get Kratom because I don't have capsules because my package is missing. So I went to the store, and it's expensive at the store. That's why I order Kratom online instead of going to like head shops for them. So they're like $20 a pop. Anyway, in my dream, I had so many dreams. I dreamt about trunk monkeys. I hope she's doing okay with her health. I pray for her. My dreams flipped around a few times. I can't really remember them, but in my dreams, when they flipped, there were other people in them, my friends, and I recognized my friends in the dreams. But it was the very last dream the very last part, when my dream flipped to the last part before I woke up, I had a dream that you know what's happening on the home front, right? Okay. Well, in my dream, I heard fighting. I heard a couple fighting and going at it, something awful. And like I said, you guys know about my home front issues, so I don't have to get into detail. But in my dream, two people are fighting, and they're fighting really, really bad. And I go to the window and I look out, and I see a car filled with people. And these people get out, and the couple that was fighting in my dream, they went out to meet this car filled with people. And when the people got out of the car, at first I thought it was like a brawl, like everybody was fighting. But it turned out that the couple who was arguing in the dream was actually greeting them. And then the car filled with people, and that couple arguing ended up entering into my home and coming at me and physically attacking me. And I remember trying to get from my room to my living room to grab my cell phone. And I remember thinking in my dream, Holly, stay calm. If you're calm, you can dial the phone number. Stay calm and just focus on operating your cell phone and get that call out. And I no sooner got the number dialed, and this whole group of people is jumping on me. And then I woke up from the dream. Well, in reality, the dream came true. Almost. So I don't know what games are being played on the home front, and I care not for them, and I'm not joining it. But I keep to myself. I don't bother anybody. But this morning when I went to run my errands, I came back, and as I'm walking Keeper inside the house, lo and behold, what happens? In pulls a very strange unknown car to me in my driveway. And it's got people in it. And one of those people in it is the couple that fights all the time and their friends. So the dream ended up coming true. So that car I dreamt about showing up at my house actually did show up in reality at my house. I wish I had typed out my dream and put it up on Facebook, because then about 20 minutes later I would have been running up to Facebook going, guys, guess what just happened in reality? My dream came true. All right, but that's not what I wanted to talk about. I wanted to talk about something else. I gotta wake up. I'm still kind of tired. Today is my last day of doing my paperwork. I have one place to go, and all that paperwork we've been talking about is completed, done, filed, submitted. So 37,000 files on me when I was a super soldier is what I was told by Pete Berger, the insider. I came forward to the public August 2016 after Max Spears was murdered by outside forces. Not Max's alters did not kill him. I am so sick and tired of people writing on Max's name that never even met him, weren't even trafficked with him, but they got a whole bunch of crap to say about Max. And the worst part about it is vast people in the population listen to the garbage. Max Spears, in my humbled opinion, was assassinated, and I listened to the dreams that Yudhe Vavhe gave me. I went before our great grand almighty I am, and I asked him what happened to Max, and he showed me. I wish people in the population would ask him first and listen to him, but they don't. So you get these people running around saying all sorts of garbage about Max, and it's like, are you doing that just to get up your views? Now, I didn't know Max personally, but I believe I was trafficked with him. I believe I remember Max Spears from Pizzagate, so to speak. I remember Max when I was a little tiny kid, from the time he was born, because I'm older. So, I came forward August 2016 to the public as a whistleblower. Before that, I was still whistleblowing, but I wasn't. Only my friends knew. Only my friends on Facebook, YouTube knew that I had woken up from being a super soldier 2 years prior. So, once I had come forward after his passing, I met a man named Peter Berger, the insider, and we had a bunch of video calls. We were actually going to run an interview, and we did run it, but Eilish Diavalon ended up not airing the episode, and I like Eilish. She's always been nice to me. I asked her, please hang on to it as, like, evidence. I don't necessarily want a copy, but I'd like it if you held on to it. I did the same thing with Miles Johnston when, what was his name? Rocco. When Rocco got onto Miles Johnston's platform in 2016 and lied his ass off saying that I remembered him. I said, Miles, he's lying. Take the video down. Well, Miles took it down on his own. But I said save it because Rocco's lying. But Miles was definitely accommodating. He took it down on his own, and I was actually grateful. Because Rocco was completely lying about me and putting words in my mouth. Rocco said that I remembered him from the dumps. No, I don't. I don't remember him at all. I met him in 2016 when he barged into my life. So when I met Pete Berger, the insider, he's got these encrypted files that only he can see and he can read. I asked him for copies, but he couldn't supply that to me. He would give me names like Paul Serene. Do you know Paul Serene is a character in a movie? So when Pete Berger spoke to me, he said, Holly, I have 37,000 files on you. I have more files on you than I do Casbolt. Back in 2016, when I met him in 2016, back then, he said, I've got 37,000 files on you, Holly, and you're the only super soldier whose files I've seen that has this many files on them. You've got more than Casbolt has. I didn't listen to Pete Berger because he was trying to tell me that my memories and what I remember is wrong and false, and that what he's telling me is really what happened. But what he was telling me, he was giving me fictional characters in a movie, saying that's who I was trafficked with. And I'm like, no. That's not Casbolt. That's not Spears. No, I don't. So I don't listen to that Peter Berger guy. I don't. It's not that I don't like him or anything. It's just that I don't believe him. I don't listen to him. What I do is I listen to my gut and I listen to my own memories. I don't listen to somebody else tell me what happened to me when they weren't there. That doesn't make sense. Riggs does that too. He tells you what you mean, not the other way around. So, yeah, somebody else telling you what you mean when they don't understand you in the first place. Um, so, I had a conversation with the gatekeeper this morning. I'm going to keep this video short because I do have a lot of stuff to do. So this morning I spoke to the gatekeeper. I've spoken to the gatekeeper a couple of times. But this morning she came to me instead of me finding her. Now I'm talking about a standalone altar whose name is Gatekeeper. Or it could be a tier, but when I see the gatekeeper, I only see one of her. So I don't know that it's a tier of altars. I think it's just one. I'm not really concerned whether it's a tier or just one altar. It doesn't matter to me. Point being is I had a conversation with the gatekeeper this morning. She came to me. So when I drove to go get my kratom, because everything hurts, guys, I feel like I was literally hit by a Mack truck. With all of this stress on the home front, I really feel like I've been hit by a Mack truck. Just everything hurts. I'd want a massage, but if somebody touched my back right now, it would actually hurt more than help because of the fibromyalgia, I guess. But, so I spoke to the gatekeeper. She came to find me, and, she liked how I handled Hunter. I handled Hunter last night. On YouTube, I took down my comments on the community page. Facebook, they're still up. I should probably go to Twitter and Gab and take down my comments too. So last night I dealt with Hunter. Did you see that disgusting disgrace yesterday on TV called Biden, our president? You hear how he took he cherry-picked a verse. So good. He picked a Bible verse. Just one, though. Isaiah 6:8. For whom shall I send? Here am I. Send me, Lord. Biden was on TV yesterday saying, I am here. Here I am. Send me, God. Here I am. No. In HTV Studios, that my backdrop, no, that's mine. Abba gave that to me because he's sending me. Biden, he would never send you. He might use you, like for instance, in my humble opinion, he might use you like he's going to use the giants in the tribulation to bring about his will and his wrath and his destruction and his judgment. Just like he used Trump. Trump's not saved to Yeshua. Stop it now. You guys expect me to be able to pick out who's dissociative identity disorder? You guys expect me to be able to pick out an MK Ultra survivor just like that? Well, then right back at you, kiddos. If you call yourself a Christian, how come you can't see when someone is or is not saved? Boom! I love you, Vinny. I'm glad you're here. Glad you're here because the stuff I'm going to talk about. Victoria, I love you. Vinny, I'm so sorry I'm losing it on Facebook. I hope you don't hate me. I got to call you. I will. I have a counseling session. I shouldn't say that. I'm taking up counsel this afternoon with three other survivors. And I have to go to court today for those charges. All the reports should be in. So I do want to talk to you, Vinny. I'm not avoiding you. I'm just overwhelmed. There's about 20 people I want to call today, and I just don't. I wish I had 20 hours today, but I don't. And I really want to spend time with you. I got a ton of messages on Facebook, even my cell phone I got to answer. Just yesterday was very tough, you know. So, that disgrace, but you're off to the dentist at 4. I'm praying for you and your teeth, Victoria. So, oh, get this, my wedding band, I dropped it off to get fixed. It didn't have a lifetime warranty on it. Oh, you guys were with me at the jewelry store yesterday. So I got to pay for my wedding band to get fixed. It's going to cost me $50. But my wedding band, my covenant ring, it'll be finished, guess when? September 11th, right on Yeshua HaMashiach's birthday. And just in time for my birthday on September 12th, I'll be getting my covenant ring back. And then I can take these off. I miss my little band. So I dealt with Hunter yesterday. You guys may have heard me once or twice mention it quickly, but now I'm not going to mention it now. I'm going to tell you. I believe Hunter did something bad to me. I believe I've seen that tattoo that he's got on his back in person. Now, I can't stand the president because there's something in him. And I think what we were looking at yesterday speak on TV was his body double. Because did you see how blue his eyes stayed? And more than that, I think that was Biden's body double yesterday because he spoke coherently. He was able to get out more than 3 words together. He was able to say an actual whole sentence and sound just a tad competent. Like, or at least not competent, I take that back. At least maybe put together. I was like, Mom, that ain't him. You hear this guy? He can actually talk. Biden can't get past 3 words. This guy says a whole sentence. And Biden's stealing my Lord send me. Isaiah chapter 6 verse 8. God ain't sending you anywhere. You ain't our messenger, Biden. You can knock that stupid thought right out of your empty head. God may use you, but he certainly ain't gonna send you. So I think that Hunter hurt me. We'll call it Pizzagate. Because I don't know what else you'd say. And if you don't mind, I'm not up for sensationalism, and I'd really rather not discuss that kind of stuff. I think I've said enough. It's kind of like that plastic Christian in Maryland. Honey, how'd you go pee-pees and poo-poos if you were locked in a cage? Are you fucking retarded? Well, I raised my hand. Joseph Mengele came around, unlocked the cage, and one of the white lab coats held my hand, walked me over to the laboratory. I went pee-pees and poo-poos, and then they walked me back and gently placed me inside the cage. How are you going to ask somebody that? Okay, so I'm not into sensationalism. I think I have covered all the bases and told you in depth what I believe I recall happening. I gotta get rid of Nightbot. I'm sorry to Renata for losing it on her. I gotta call her and apologize. But see, I think one of the things why Renata and I have misunderstandings is because she is new to me, but I'm not new here. And you can't treat me like I'm wet behind the ears or like I don't know what the hell I'm doing on the internet when I'm the one that was running Google Hangouts, having 10, 15 people on my Google Hangouts, all super soldiers. She's new to the block. I terraformed. You cannot kick Stalker Steve out of my chat room. Are you fucking nuts? I don't like when somebody attacks one of my friends. I don't like it. How are you going to remove somebody I'm friends with for 7 years, but I've only known you for 7 weeks? And I don't like people pressuring me saying, well, Holly, I'll take your book and I will publish it under my name and then I will give you money for your autobiography. You guys touch my book or my drawings and you try to sell it under your name, I will sue you for everything you got and for everything you think you're going to leave your kids and grandkids. Don't touch my book. You can read it. You can give it to someone else for free. But don't you touch my book and think, oh, but Holly, I will publish your book and I will do this and then you won't have any problems. No, you will keep your hands off my autobiography. That's why it's copyrighted to me. Every version of my autobiography is copyrighted to me. There's going to be a third version coming out very soon. Mine. Plus, I have altars. Don't mess with me when my altars are forward because my altars can't juggle ideas. They can't juggle tasks and functions the way a normal person can. You have to remember, my altar could be 2 years old, my altar could be 15 years old, my altar could be 22. My altar could be 6 years old. My altar could be 10. So you, talking to me, have to remember that. And if you already see that I am exacerbated, I am stressed and duressed, then don't push me any farther. Don't push yourself on me. Don't push your ideas on me. Don't push your opinions on me. I don't like it. Don't tell me who I can and can't have in my chat room and who to and not to remove because you got some. If you got some sort of issue with who's on my channel and how I run my channel, I got great news for you. You can go start up your own YouTube channel and you don't have to worry about how I run mine because you'll have your own channel to run yourself. I can't tell you how many times I have had to tell that to people. Between the plastic Christians, between the editor, between the other one, between that group of people. If you don't like what I do, Holly, you should change the format out of your channel. Holly, you should do this with your channel. Holly, when you do shows, you should start doing this, that, the other thing. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Slow your roll. Go get your own channel and then you implement your ideas. Stop telling me what to do. Oh, is that what it was? Thank you for explaining it. Like I said, I owe her an apology. But his name's in blue. And he didn't do anything. And I can't see, this is why some people will not get a wrench. My editor had a wrench once, and she went around and started blocking my friends. But Holly, that doesn't sound right. Oh my God, really? Give me back the wrench. You're not in charge of my chat. You're blocking my friends that I've known for years, longer than you. And no, not all of my friends and not all of my loved ones and not all my favorite people are saved to Yeshua. Some of them are Satanists. Oh my God, she's got friends that are Satanists? Yeah, I got a couple friends. They don't realize what they're doing. Are they sacrificing kids and animals? No. But they're giving their allegiance to Lucifer because Lucifer apparently is nicer to them than this world is. And when they were starving to death, needing food, needing shelter, a church never helped him. It was Satanists that helped him, that gave him food, that gave him shelter. But the churches never did. So you want me, I'm not putting my back to a person. People are not disposable. Do I want them to go away from me because I can't stand them? Of course, that happens. And vice versa to them towards me. They want me to go away because they can't stand me. I don't like it. I mean, you're coming into somebody else's chat room. You're a guest in my chat room. Why would you tell me how to run it when you also already see that I have wrenches? They're running it too. See, the only people that I block are the ones that troll me, hate me, gang stalk me, gaslight me, and everything else. Just because I have a different opinion or point of view doesn't mean anything. Hey guys, I got Christian friends that are rapturists. That's false doctrine. You know what? I still love them. I don't care. They come in my chat room. We just make sure that I, Holly, don't get argumentative because we have different opinions. This is where I and my alters learn to have relationships and bonds and two-way dialogue, and I'm learning healthy relationships because I'm finally by healthy people to have a relationship, a healthy relationship with. Huntress, I got plans with you. Huntress, Huntress. I think you were in my dreams last night, Huntress. One of them came true this morning because the kid's downstairs, but... So, Huntress, yeah, all I have to do is take a shower, run to the courts, and then when I'm done, I'll shoot you a text and see when you're free. But it's going to be a few hours, okay? Just give me a little bit of time. Wow, Huntress, what is it with people showing up? And I just called Lukert Skarda last night. I was supposed to do a video call with him. I was also going to run panels here, but I got severely triggered. Oh my God, Huntress. I got so freaking triggered, but I hung on. I hung on. Nothing went black. You know, when it goes black before your eyes and you're just missing time. So I sat at the Nut House Peanuts channel with everybody. I hung on there. I just spent the day with you guys hanging on and I got through it. So even though I was triggered real bad, I didn't completely lose time. I was still, it wasn't like 2 nights ago where I lost it. And I started to clean up Facebook from that. If I put those posts up anywhere else, just whatever. All I can do is apologize. Is it going to happen again? Am I going to have lash outs again? Yes. Sadly, yes. It comes with the territory of deprogramming from super soldier programs. No, I don't have bad patterns. What I have are 169 fractured parts to my being. That's not a bad pattern. That means I've been horribly traumatized and tortured. So I'm just having a normal reaction to a disgusting environment that I was raised in. I will, Vinny. I definitely want to call you. Who is that? I'm praying for you, Jamie. I called up Lukert. I went to the Nut House last night. So I hung out with you guys and I was able to hold on. Barely, but I was holding on. So now we're back to the evenings being the worst time that I'm triggered. Remember, Huntress, when we did take counsel? I was being triggered in the morning, in the afternoon, at dinner, morning, noon, night, and midnight, because that's what they used against me, were my own words. I pray for you guys in Yeshua's name, morning, noon, night, and midnight, just like I pray for myself. And they were triggering me morning, noon, night, and midnight. Well, right now, I'm making it through the morning and noon triggers. I'm making it through that, but it's the evening triggers that are, ow! I did that and I almost broke my knuckle. Look at how puffy it is. Seriously. I banged my hand into something. I almost broke my knuckle the other night. Yeah, so it's the evening that's incredibly terrible. I don't have, I'll just be honest, I don't have sativa, and it's sativa that works. Haze, I don't have that. That would probably help me come the evenings if I had sativa. Because it's always worked in the past when I was highly triggered. And the reason why I couldn't break out of the triggering in Maryland with that Riggs and Plastic Christian couple is because I had a dream about them too. I kind of feel bad that I call them plastic Christians, but they are. And my alters don't like them. that my alters really don't like them. Me, as a person, Holly, I like everybody. Well, except for my enemies and exes, I like everybody. But the reason why I couldn't break out of the triggering in Maryland with Riggs and all that was because they wouldn't let me smoke marijuana because they used to abuse marijuana when they were in high school. So that means I can't use it medicinally. So I literally white-knuckled it for 5 months. And I made sure I was up in Jersey every single month, too. Because at least for 1 week, I could get a break from the MK Ultra spinning and smoke. I don't have that, so I can't smoke to get the MK Ultra to stop spinning or to put me in a better place in my mind or to get me to go from one tier that I don't like to bounce over to another tier that I do like and that I can handle. Sometimes if I can't pull my core forward, I will go find a tier that I like and that I'm comfortable with, and I will try to jump to that tier and have that tier forward if I can't bring my core back. Nikki, I haven't seen you in forever. MMJ. What's MMJ? I don't know. Medicinal marijuana. Yep, psychotic. Medicinal marijuana? Yeah. Yep. Do you know how I woke up from MK Ultra programming in 2014? Well, I was prescribed 33 prescriptions. I was avidly taking 12 of them, and I used marijuana. I fired my pain doctor. I found a pot dealer, and instead of going in for pain pills and all of that, I smoked marijuana to purposefully detox, to purposefully come off my prescriptions. Once I came off all of my prescriptions, my memories came back. And it was the medicinal marijuana that broke down the amnesia walls, the mental blocks, the MK Ultra programming, the hypnosis, everything that they had done on me in the DUMS broke down when I began using medicinal marijuana to detox off my prescriptions. You know, Uday Vafe says his word is still living and still heals. I took him up on it, and it turns out he's right. He ain't lying to us. His word still cures and heals. I'm off 12 prescriptions. That's a miracle. I was on morphine, roxycodone, Klonopin, Valium, sleeping pills, Ambien. We just got started. I was on belladonna. That's strong. I was on a lot. I was on a nice cocktail. Oh, I love you so much. I got your 6 too. I mean, I'm sure I could find somebody to smoke me up, but they got indica, which puts me in an icky mood. I love you, Vinny. Indica puts me in an icky mood, and you go to sleep on it, so who cares? I can't go to sleep. I need energy, and I need my pain killed, and I need my appetite stimulated. And hybrid, I love you, Vinny. Hybrid, I don't really. It, it's weed. I mean, it's weed, but if I really want the benefits that I'm looking for, sativa works. Sativa gets me out of that bad place in my head, puts a smile on my face like an antidepressant. I eat. I want to get up and clean because my pain's gone. Like I want to go for bike rides. My sense of humor comes back. I feel comfortable. I feel myself. I feel in my own skin. My arthritis doesn't bother me. Fibromyalgia, IBS, none of it bothers me. So sativa is what works, but I don't know when they're going to open up dispensaries. Like if I had money, I'd go get my medical marijuana license so that I could purposefully get sativa. Like if I had the money, I don't know how much it would cost. Probably about $300. I should look into it. But if I had the money at this point, I'd go get my license so that way I can get sativa. Can I drive to New York? Yeah, I could drive. Like Mario Andretti. Gives you energy and makes you happier. That's why I want the sativa. That's why I want the sativa. And when the sativa starts wearing off, I naturally just fall asleep and I'm naturally comfortable. I don't need to smoke indica to go to sleep. I don't need any of that. I just need the sativa. I can eat it I was eating the actual flower. When I came off my prescriptions, honestly, I was eating it. And then if I had breakthrough pain, then I would smoke it because you get the little head buzz from smoking it. But I was after all the benefits, and to get all the benefits of marijuana, you pluck it from the plant, put it in your mouth, and eat it. Jade, it's good to see you. With me? What? Okay. Yeah, I gotta get going too. Let's finish walking Keeper because I want to get this done too with the cords. Get it out of the way. Come on, sweet piece. She's such a good girl, man. I lucked out when I got her. Hey, come here. Oh, okay. Okay, come on, my brown-eyed girl. My mom is like, boy, that dog is definitely your dog. You can tell that Keeper's yours. I guess Keeper drove my mom nuts yesterday when I was at the store. And when I pulled into the driveway, I could hear Keeper barking at the end of the driveway. I guess she was barking and jumping and running around, going nuts so much, running from one window to the other, that my mom ended up just letting her outside. But she's like, boy, Holly, that dog just stands at the door and waits for you. But I like bringing Keeper over there because my mom has a little pug. And it's so cute. The little pug follows Keeper around. He's an old little pug and he's got problems with seizures. So I try to bring Keeper there because I know it makes the pug happy. I think the pug gets depressed. We all do. I got to go to my mom's again because I got to help her figure out her garbage and recycling. And, oh, man, I need a man. Good morning. James Klingon, good morning. How are you? It's been proven in court. Yeah, marijuana is medicine. It is. If I didn't have marijuana, I would have still been on pain pills. Come on, stop fighting. Don't be stubborn. Um, I'd still be on pain pills. But I think hey, Jordan, I love you. All the way back to the UK. I love you to the UK and back. I love you from America and back to you in the UK. Yeah, I'd be dead. It got to a certain point in my life where I guess you could say as a backslid Christian, but I said to God, I'm like, I'm going to die in these prescription bottles. I want to be a kid again. As in that when I wake up, I don't want the first thing I reach for to be pills. You know, I want to wake up and bounce out of bed and be like, yay, it's a new day. I feel great. I feel wonderful. I don't want to have to go to a pill bottle to get that. So, I don't know, like some people say that you have to heat up marijuana to activate the THC in it. I gotta tell you guys, when I've done that, it's like you killed it. You totally killed the weed. You know, my friends like laugh at me because if they give me weed, if I, when I've had money in the past to get weed, they're like, okay, Holly, now don't eat it. And it's like, that's why I got it, was to eat it. Smoke it. What are you doing? Don't eat it, Holly. And they laugh at me. Let them laugh. Because if I don't heat it up, then I don't kill the THC. If I eat it right from the plant, I get all the benefits right then and there. Like, that's why I'm not big on edibles, because a lot of times, I guess maybe how people make it, a lot of times the edibles just don't work. And I got to choke them down and gag them down. Like, I like tincture, that works. Like the gummies, they work. Should go see my neighbor. Huh. You know what? I'll go see him after I do my chores because I tend to talk to him for hours. Nice older gentleman. Um, yeah, let me do my chores because I'll end up talking to him all day and not get anything done. No disrespect, I can't come out and goof off until I get my chores done. But as soon as I get back from my chores, I'll be knocking on your door. He might even be watching this video right now because the neighbor right here, second neighbor, he watches my YouTube videos. I should give him a call to say hi. I'll wait for a holiday. What's the next holiday? Labor Day. I'll shoot a text to say, hey, neighbor, happy Labor Day. Um, my stomach's upset. I need money. Hang on. Oh, I gotta send a thank you to Brenda. I think that's her name. I gotta go, when I get inside, I gotta give her a message back. And I think her name is Brenda. She helped me out really hugely yesterday. She's got no idea. I was able to get 3 Kratos to even be able to food shop and get out the door and run around all day. I bought lunch. I bought a whole bunch of stuff to drink. Non-alcoholic beverages. Like soda, Gatorade, stuff like that. My mom owes me $30. She's kind of broke herself, so I might just tithe that $30 to my mom. You know? Tithe my mom. I can't really afford to tithe her that because $30 is a lot of money to me. But I'll give it to my mom. Okay, you're going to be obstinate, aren't you? Come on. No, we're out here now, so I want to make sure you're fully walked. Give you enough time to be outside. It is so disgusting out today, the humidity. This morning when I came out, mosquitoes ate me up. Like, I got more welts on my legs and arms from being bit. So the gatekeeper told me this morning that she liked how I handled Hunter. She brought up Peter Berger with his files, and she showed me that there's a lot I don't know. I don't remember. It's hidden and it's unknown to me. Carrie, how are you? It's good to see you. Google morning. Google morning right back at you. Um, so everybody else is probably pissed off at me how I handled Hunter because I was basically telling everybody, F you, I hate you, you're not my hero. Straight up. Like, I have lash outs when these recalled memories come back, and that's how I sound. I lash out. I lash out. I mean, do you want to remember having sex with Hunter Biden? Do you? Well, let's just say if I were to have been forced to do that with him, let me tell you, I would not be right about it for the rest of my life. Literally, if that happened to me, or if I was that stupid to do something like that knowingly, yeah, for the rest of my life, I'd have an issue, a pretty bad issue with it. So I don't always, I guess I lash out on the people I love the most. It's because I go to the people I love for help. So you're going to see me when I'm in a rotten, foul, altered state of mind because of the altars. But anyway, the gatekeeper, my only friend that didn't get pissed off at me, you can take it. Thanks, Huntress. Now, the gatekeeper, no, keep over here. The gatekeeper was very pleased with me. The gatekeeper said, I like how you handled Hunter. Okay. She showed me, she reminded me of Pete Berger and his 37,000 files. She told me there's a lot more. I don't remember. That I don't know and that I don't remember. But she might just start telling me more. But again, I'm at the gatekeeper's mercy. And of course, the gatekeeper is at Uday Bave's mercy. So obviously, ultimately, everything is in his timing. That's a given. But there's also other factors that go along with it, too. It's not just me. It's also the gatekeeper. So I think she's going to let me know more. Because she liked what I did this time. I remember Jeffrey Epstein. I had flashback memories of Jeffrey Epstein, I think at the beginning of this summer. At the beginning of the summer, you guys remember I mentioned to you I had a homeless friend. He was staying over by the Wawa, homeless. I went and tithed to him once. Well, I went to see him a couple of times because I go to the store almost every morning because I need Kratom and something to drink. And I've been getting in the habit of, when I wake up in the morning, keep her out, getting in the car and leaving the house instead of just sitting behind the computer. Sometimes when I sit behind the computer, I don't get any of my errands done, or I might make a bad decision and pick up a pint of beer and start drinking it. And so I kind of like to get up from bed and start moving. A body in motion stays in motion, and then if I'm in motion, I won't be stopped and then stupid enough to make a bad decision. So I'm going to stay moving. But anyway, last year, I don't want to say his name because I like him. He's my friend. And he's famous anyway, so I don't want to say his name. But my friend wanted to give me counsel, so to speak. We have different backgrounds, okay? But anyway, I like this person. I was trafficked with this person, and we have different belief systems and whatnot. So I had said, Heavenly Abba, my friend has certain tactics of how to deprogram, and I'm not in agreement with these tactics, but Heavenly Abba, I'm curious. I want to know. This is my friend, and I want to know what my friend has to say, and, So Heavenly Abba, do I have your permission to research and study, sort of kind of research. Do I have your permission to go forward with this person and do this deprogramming stuff the way that they do it? Now, mind you, this is after Riggs with his memory retrieval techniques that fucked me up in Maryland for months. So keep that in mind. So this happened, my friend last year, I told him what happened with Riggs. He's like, okay, that's fine. And so Heavenly Abba said, sure, Holly, you can go forward with your friend. And I said, Heavenly Abba, I want you to come with me at all times going forward with this. And he said, no problem. I said, but I'm curious because everybody has different styles, different techniques, different thought processes. Well, what ended up happening, long story short, was we did 1 or 2 sessions together. And I got combative. I ended up fighting with an Archon. I ended up fighting with Merlin the Wizard. I ended up fighting with something else. And then the gatekeeper took barbed wire and electrified the whole entire library. So nobody was getting in to see my memories, not even me. She literally like booby-trapped the library. So my friend, who I love, and I'm going to leave nameless, I apologize. I'm like, I'm not trying to be combative, but I had a feeling this was going to happen. And what did come out of it was I was pregnant at one point in my life. And you could say I didn't know about it. That came out. You guys know I was a part of the breeding program in the Dumbs, right? Something with that nature. But anyway, just everything went south. The gatekeeper booby traps, puts barbed wire and electrifies it around the library. I proceed to fight a wizard, an archon, and something else. And so since last summer, because it was last spring, I think. It was right after the famous musician. Congratulations, Carrie! Oh my God! I'm working on the quitting smoking. I'm working on it all, Carrie. I am so happy for you. I'm so proud of you. Congratulations. Heavenly Abba, I want to be like my sister Carrie, and I want to conquer all of my issues that I have going on too in Yeshua's name. Congratulations. You must feel so good. Keep your head up. My problem is I don't drink, and then somebody stresses me out, and then the PTSD comes forward, the fight or flight, and I run straight to a pint of beer or a box of wine. So I have my issues to work on. I'm so proud of you. I'm so happy for you, Carrie. I quit smoking cigarettes, but then I went back to it like an idiot. It has to do with the MK Ultra and my struggles. Thanks, Carrie. Forgot what I was saying before. Yeah, so, no, Keith, get out of there. Okay, Huntress, you got my address, right? Hey, Hopebird44. How are ya? I'm going to have you guys walk me in. And if anything happens, Huntress, you know the drill, my dear. Thank you, sweetie pie. But I just want to make sure I get her fully walked. And I'm going up the front stairs. I'm not doing the back stairs. I can't even do the back stairs. I'm getting into it. Yeah, so for the gatekeeper to talk to me this morning, it's been a good year and a half almost. We'll say year. In about a year. So when did I talk to James? That was either spring or summer last year, so about a year. So the gatekeeper came to me, found me, today and started talking to me. So I'm hoping and praying in Yeshua's name that the gatekeeper takes down the barbed wire and the electrified fencing that she put up around the the library that contains all the books that hold my dream or hold my memories as an active super soldier. So for her to come to me and talk to me today, I'm really hoping that this opens that library up again. I hate the slow drip, Huntress. I'm getting nervous. Here we fucking go. Hang on. I'm not stalking them. It's just that I see what they do. They pull the car into the middle of the driveway, stop it, and then go out the side door, sneaking their kids and stuff into the car. So, you know what? Let's go for a little bit more of a walk and see if they don't have more time to leave, Keeper. So I don't have to, they didn't see me. That way I don't have to approach the house at the same time they're outside. Every fucking time. They're probably watching my video right now. Yeah. Keep it ready, Huntress. Well, I'm going to be outside to walk around the block. I'm going to light up a butt. I'm hoping today I just give these things up all together. One more button, I'll be walking in, Huntress. Totally fucking nuts, man. Yeah, when I get inside, I'm taking a shower and then splitting. Hey, stop, kid. Thanks, Huntress. Stop, Keeper. Say hello, little doggy. Slow down. Well, it's pretty much self-evident. I ain't stalking them. I get one glance of them, and I'm already in the other direction going far, far away. I'm not the stalking obsessive type. And I have more than half a brain. I have a full brain, so I tend to use a full brain. I don't live like that. I think they just finally left down the road. Come on, keep. They didn't see me because I was still way down in the park. I saw what they were doing through the bushes. Come on. You're right by the street, Keith. I love police. I've always loved cops. Ever tell you the story about Seaside police officers and me? Alright, well, I used to go out clubbing, right? So that's who I was waving to, was two officers. So apparently I've met the whole police department now. So I just wave every time I see a cop. Plus, I love cops. I don't want them defunded. I notice how all the people that want them defunded, the first thing they call out when they need help is 911. Um, so down at Seaside in my 20s, I used to go out clubbing. Still. Huntress, get it out. Let me finish my cigarette. So, will you wait? So I'd go down to Seaside, and there was this club called Bamboo. And one of my favorite shirts that I wore, where are you going? And one of the shirts that I wore used to say, I heart cops. Geez, I could use your family to move in next door to me, Victoria. So it would say I love cops. So at the end of the night, every time I came out, all the police officers would stand and salute me. It was right after 9/11. We used to have a good time. There was one cop that after the club, he'd always take me to, he'd walk me down the block to go get something to eat and hang out with me till I was ready to drive home because I live like an hour and a half away. Get it out, Huntress. Oh, I hate that. I hate that. I hate that. I hate the anxiety and the panic when it runs through your body and now you're like... Okay, shower time. I hope to like slow down a little bit because my handwriting's really bad. Right? And that's why the altars are forward. I'm not going to have peace with the completely stay in a high stressed situation. This is what I was talking about. Wow, I'm shaking. Sorry. With Biden? Nah, Biden. God is not sending you. He already sent me. I do think God will use you, but he won't send you. Stealing what God gave to his children and his servants, which you are not one of. It is, and that's why the altars are forward, and the altars that are forward just, they shouldn't be forward, Carrie. My altars are not something to be played with. I know, Carrie. But I think these people are purposefully trying to play around to antagonize and instigate. And it's pretty atrocious. Because they just don't understand what SRA, DID, MK Ultra, and Super Soldier is. They don't. If they did, they certainly wouldn't be acting the way they are. Okay, guys, I am going to go make myself look pretty, take a shower, and I am going to make sure that every police officer I see today say, God bless you and your family, fur babies too if you got them. And thank you for serving and protecting my community. Me and all of my subscribers and me and all of my friends do not want you defunded. We love you guys. We are your supporters. Zero. What do I owe this honored, humbled pleasure and privilege? It's great to see you, Zero. Yeah, Huntress, I think They're not, they're not a survivor like us at all. What you and I have been through, they've had a normal life. I'm dead serious. They had a normal, regular life. They're normal, regular people behaving like this. They're not a survivor like you or anyone else in my chat room. Not at all. They just decide. Oh, really, Huntress? Well, oh, like BLM? How BLM and Antifa is paid to go screw up all the communities and burn down stores, steal items? Oh, so like BLM and Antifa, regular people doing it to be regular assholes. I'm so happy for you, Carrie. I'm going to keep you in mind when I go to quit. See, I quit smoking cigarettes. My problem is I go back to it. I can quit it. The trick for me right now is to stay quit. Stay quit. All right. I better get going. I love you guys. I'm going to hold you guys close to my heart. I'm holding on. Okay, remember yesterday I put up on YouTube a song, Holding On by 21 Pilots? That song, Stressed Out by 21 Pilots, that reminds me of my 3 favorite super soldiers. That song, Stressed Out. But there's a song on my community tab that I posted up yesterday when I was trying to hold on. But the song is called Holding On to You. So guys, I'm going to be holding on to you again. And if you see me popping up on YouTube constantly, it's because I'm holding on to you. While I'm triggered, while I don't feel well, and I'm trying to build bonds and friendships with you guys, as well as with my alters coming forward. If I can't get them to reintegrate, I want them to grow up out of arrested development syndrome and learn and love and repent to Yeshua. And I'm just going to have to learn how to function and get all these different parts operating in sync again. So you're going to be seeing a lot of me. Hold on. I remember that song. So I'm holding on to you guys, okay? So I'll be back. I look forward to a day that I'm not triggered. Still, I can let you guys go. Otherwise, get ready for my hands to get sweaty, guys, because I'm holding on. And even when my palms get sweaty from holding on to your hand, I'm still not going to let go, all right? So you just better hope I stop being triggered. I love you guys. I love you. I love you. I will definitely see you later. But for now, it's time to go to the cop shop and remind them how great they are and how much I appreciate them. And I shall see you guys later. Yeshua blessings. Happy Friday.